Welcome to another episode of Lost in the 80s. I'm Bretman.
I'm Johnny B.
Sitting in on K-Rod.
And I tell you what, we are once again tearing it up. Last time we talked about cool guitar intros. This time we're talking about the little softer side of these bands that we know and love back in the day.
Yeah. I like to call these bad boy ballads.
Nice.
I think there was actually a K-Tel collection called something like that back
was
in
there?
the day.
And I had it. Monster Ballads. I had that one too. But
It's really a bad boy ballads.
And speaking of bad boys, we're going to be talking, I think, about the baddest of the bad here today, man.
Oh, I don't know about that. And I'm not
Well,
sure.
no, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, this guy over here.
Your shirt, man.
Oh yeah, these guys. Yeah, our favorite rock ballads. And we're gonna introduce mine. It was and it was even before their ballad that got me started being a fan of theirs. I've been a Motley Crue fan. Obviously, they're my favorite band of all time for a long time. And it's Home Sweet Home. And I know people are like, oh. And it's funny but when it came out, it was huge. It was over the top.
Big time.
And it was a Theater of Pain. And everybody was like, wow. And I remember hearing it. And I just thought it was so awesome. And so, I was like, oh my gosh, these guys did a slow song that actually rocks them. And Mick in the middle that hits his guitar, and then it's a fantastic solo. But that piano at the beginning, I loved it so much. I learned how to play it on the piano.
Oh yeah, nice and easy. There.
And that's what got me really wanting to play the piano was Home Sweet Home. I'm like,
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Theater Pain, everybody, and even now, you just have so many people giving Crue so much crap. Unless you were around at the time.
Dude.
You didn't know how much. And unless you've been at a Crue concert when they were in their prime, just hush your mouth.
Yeah.
Because I've been to 7 of them, and they were...
there was a time, yes.
Wow. I've been to a lot of concerts. Being in radio, I've seen a lot of concerts, and I don't remember any that quite moved me and rocked me like a Crue concert did. And especially when they're in their heyday, with Theater of Pain, I saw that tour. I saw Girls tour. And and it was, it was just fantastic. But yeah, this song... I remember that I ran right out, had to buy the album, but it was the CD and all that. And my brother, all of a sudden he was more of a main top 40 kind of guy, and he really, he was like, wow, that's awesome. And so, but it's Home Sweet Home from Motley Crue in 1985.
Well, one thing I wanted to say though is, and we've said this about other things, but I remember this song coming out and just thinking, wow, these guys are so versatile.
Right.
Compared to the other songs on this album, this is a complete 180.
Yeah.
This song showed an incredible vulnerability to me. I remember thinking that as a kid. It's like, man, this guy really misses home. Like, he has this rock star life, and you can hear it in the song. He misses being home, and he misses that connection with his loved ones. And it was just, I just wanted to put that out there before we started, because that was my first impression of this song.
And Brett, what did you? I thought, and that was I never had any problem with Vince's vocals back in the day. I might now. But,
Big 103.
Almost teed.
Sounds like Bob Dylan.
I know.
Vince Neil now,
but in the day.
Oh man, the heyday. I didn't have the privilege of seeing Crue in the heyday in the 80s, but I did see them on their reunion tour, and they blasted through up here in Idaho Falls back in early 2000s. I remember that. Or maybe it was maybe it was 99, but they'd all reunited, they got back together, and they tore the Civic Auditorium up in Idaho Falls, man. And they sounded great. Vince sounded great. Yeah. And in that little venue, just hearing them play, just all their hits, it was fantastic. And
yeah, they had their issues with with drugs and alcohol, and then they all got sober at the same time, and then did Dr. Feelgood, which to me still to this day is one of my favorite rock albums of all time.
That is an amazing album.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I think we covered Dr. Feelgood before, didn't we? I can't remember, John.
I think we have.
Yeah,
I think we've talked about. Obviously,
we've made so many episodes we forget.
Yeah, but it's the two greatest rock albums of the 80s: Dr. Feelgood, Appetite for Destruction. I can't tell which one is better. They are, I don't know.
Yeah, I like them both. I love them both.
Yeah. Anyways,
let's get to Home Sweet Home now.
Let's go ahead and we'll start this song, and we can start making some comments. So, does any other Motley Crue song start with piano like that?
They have one on Girls, Girls, Girls called Nona.
Yeah.
But it's got some piano to it. But
and then what's the one about the teenage kids at the end, the last song on the album. It's kind of sad, kind of depressing. That's probably why I'm like, it's I'm just drawing a blank right now because this is playing, but that was another one.
But not many.
No, I mean they just it's,
there's that Crue sound. Here comes those drums.
And then they go into this great chorus.
Mick is an underrated guitarist too.
So
That's
underrated
fantastic.
guitar. Yeah.
One other comment to make is that on this video, I think we all know the part I'm talking about when you're a kid and you're watching it, and then there's this part where this girl is
Their
in
top gets lifted.
obviously a true concert footage.
And as soon as it does,
And then it cuts to
Tommy.
Nikki Six, and then Nikki Six goes.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
I remember that as a kid, man. That was
You're All I Need.
You're All I Need. There you go.
That
Yeah.
was the other one on the.
That's another
But this was just Theater of Pain. I mean,
That's
and I
what I was
love
thinking of.
Use It or Lose It. I mean, the whole album. I wore that thing out.
They,
I mean,
you know, they personally, they hate this album that they do.
Yeah.
They do. And to me, it's like one of my favorite albums by Crue. I thought it was so raw, and so raunchy.
Well, see, two of my favorite albums, and both of them, if you watch VH1's Behind the Music, you listen to the band. Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy, they were rushed through the studio. They were made,
Right.
you need to put something together. They did. I thought it was okay. I was okay
Straight
with
up.
it. And
Yep.
then Crew with like Theater of Pain, I thought it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
You keep your eye on the money, and I mean,
Yes.
Raise Your Hand to Rock.
Oh, Raise Your Hand to Rock's
Yeah.
great. City Boy Blues. Their cover, Smoking in the Boys' Room. I mean, gosh.
Yeah,
It's just a great album all around, I think.
but right here.
And I love that. Yeah. Here comes some more mixed genius.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing I really appreciated about a band like Crew is, you had one lead singer, bassist, guitarist, and a drummer.
Yep.
Not two guitarists, you have just one. But when you go watch him in concert, Mick played like there was two.
Yeah.
The sound coming out of his guitar, it was like, wow, that guy is fantastic. His rhythms were fantastic too.
Oh, man. We had to be quiet for the piano.
I know we were like, oh.
Well, and then in this end where he just kind of gives that like very woo,
Yeah, he, like I said, he could. I thought he could sing. I thought
He could.
Thought he had a set of pipes. I think he could sing just fine for them, for what they did and the music they played. He was perfect. He was a perfect fit. Let's fade out.
Great song, great end.
Good
ending.
pick, Kelly. Good pick, man.
Yeah, it was and it was about, just like you said, about every mixtape I made, that song was on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you weren't making that on a mixtape for
Especially
somebody.
I would do one like called Slow Jams.
Yeah.
And do a slow, all slow ballads. I'd have that on there. And
Well, we'll have to do an episode on mixtapes and the songs
The
that
songs
we
we
put
put on
because
there.
I know that when I was a kid, I used to make mixtapes for several different girls out there that I liked and I wanted to let them know, and so I'd make these mixtapes and Home Sweet Home. A lot of these bad boy ballads are the ones that I put on. Warrant's Heaven.
Yeah.
Just songs like that. So there might be a future episode there.
Ladies, yes. If you know me, I probably made you one or two of those mixtapes or mixed CDs.
you guys over here telling you make mixtapes for girls. I made one for a teacher that I had in high school because he was he was on the committee to do a dance.
Oh, that's
He was a musician and he had all those equipment and stuff, but he didn't have any of the music. And he came to me and he was like, Kelly, I understand you make mixtapes. I'm like, yes, I do.
nice.
Nice.
hey, could use a little help with my geometry. You know, maybe helping me.
Quid pro quo.
You say you don't tutor, but I need some help. If I help you, you make me a mixtape. Good.
Boom. Nailed it.
90-minute. You know.
Yes.
TDK.
I was gonna say, yeah. Which cassette did you use?
TDK Gold.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had to
use
use
it,
it. Yeah, TDK was my favorite too.
Because there was like 3 different versions, and I always got, you always knew when it was payday when you got the good ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I made a tape for him, and I went to the dance that Friday. It was like on a Wednesday, and I had it done for him. It was
Nice.
Friday night. We go to the dance. I'm like, oh, this music sounds familiar.
I wonder why.
My buddies all laughing. I'm like, well, no, but it was, yeah. But.
So I've got a question that might blow your mind.
Huh?
Did a girl ever make a mixtape for you?
Yes. That's all I'll say.
Was it good?
Was it good? How well did she know you? That's yeah.
Let's just say Kelly's hitting it on point there. I don't think she knew me and my tastes quite as well as
he goes. Yeah. He gave it back. He's like, here.
I probably gifted it to somebody else.
Nice.
Wow.
No, I didn't. Yeah, but
that is
okay. I'm sorry.
I
okay,
gifted
okay.
a mixtape.
No, it's one of those ones, because back then we had the tape recorders and stuff. They okay, this next song that makes me think of you. And then oh my
baby,
God.
you're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms.
I actually had a mixtape. A mixtape was made for me and given to me, and this girl actually hit it out of the park. She actually introduced me to some of the bands that I absolutely love to this day. I had no idea they existed. And she made me this mixtape and I listened to it and it blew my mind.
Well, I played like Crue and whatnot. And I was always picked to be the DJ at Wendy's. I worked at Wendy's.
Oh, that's fair.
Nice. And at closing time, after we closed, our crew leader or whoever was the manager was there would let me, I bring my boom box. Nice. And we got to put in the old mixtapes and listen to that while we finished up our late night duties or whatever. And it was always Kelly's DJ. Kelly's on. Yeah, Kelly's got the music. We're good to go. Hey, what do you guys feel like tonight? And that would be the thing. And that's when they, and that's was the, all of a sudden I'm like, hey, Crew just came out with this new album and all that. And they're like, oh, let's listen to us. I had the tape and I put it in there. And of course, everybody's just like, wow. And what's really cool about, about the era of the 80s and a lot of the rock bands and whatnot is you found a lot of fans that may have not liked them all the time, but they knew a few of their songs and are like, I'm rock enough that I would go to the concert.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I still like my Wham or whatever it was at the time, but I would go, and I think that's what's so awesome about the 80s music is everybody would go to all the you didn't have, everybody went to all of them. And, there wasn't like the country, it wasn't the same. It didn't feel like it is now.
Right.
Very, very popular now. Very, very mainstream. Different. Very mainstream. Yeah. But yeah, I played Crew and it was like, holy cow. And that was just like, I played that tape and everybody's like, wow. But I did the same. See, I bought the tape and I had the CD.
Yeah. That's
I had both.
Nice. Yeah. Well, great episode, guys. I know that we started with Home Sweet Home and Motley Crue and we ended on mixtapes, but all of this stuff just goes together because how can you not listen to a song like that and thinking about those wonderful things that happened when you were younger, when you were in high school, junior high.
100%. Yep.
It's just great.
Absolutely.
Wonderful topic. Yeah. All right, guys. So thanks again. Great episode. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for listening to another episode of Lost in the 80s. I'm Johnny B.
I'm Bretman.
And I'm K-Rod. And I got to be getting out of here, guys, because you know what? It's time to get home.
Sweet.
Home.